Hey, just a shout out to the Hyundai Sonata guys, and Kia, etc. This is 2013 Hyundai Sonata. I am doing an LED bulb retrofit on this car, and I wanted to make a few notes. I've seen some other people with their videos, and they're helpful videos. They show you how to take the headlight assembly off, but everybody keeps leaving the caps off of these cars, thinking they can't fit the LED bulb into the factory housing. They have to leave the cap off. Well, that's not true. You don't have to leave the cap off depending on which one you use. This is an Oxido H7 with their fan series like this. These, I've used them in other vehicles. They work great, and they don't require you to leave the cap off. This car had the cap left off of it for a halogen, and if I took my retaining disc out of here, you'd see all the corrosion on the inside of this factory lamp. Couple quick things on the LED retrofits on the 2013 Sonata. I'm sure the other years in this particular range are the same. This is actually a factory Hyundai housing. This is a production assembly. The replacement one I put in there, that is an aftermarket. I noticed that the spring clips that hold the retainer in, they do not work with the aftermarket HID or LED bulbs. The spring actually hits the heatsink and then makes the bulb cocked in the bore. You don't want that. Use the factory Hyundai retainer, and these sit a little bit lower. They clear the heatsink, and you don't have to worry about that. So if you do have aftermarket replacements because either whatever accidents, cracks, hazing, etc., go ahead and make sure that you use or order the factory Hyundai spring clip. Anyway, so the big thing when I started this video is I wanted to show you that you don't have to leave all of this hanging out of the assembly. What I had done is I took the factory plug, and it's hard to see in there, but I actually put heat shrink around it so it didn't short out. You gently tuck it in there, and then you take the ballast, you tuck the ballast in there, it slides right in, out of the way, and then you look at your keys on your LED, and then you line them up correctly. So I'm going to take this, and this lines up. So if you look at this and you rotate it, it's going to come out to be about there, which is correct. So I'm going to take this and slide this in. I'm going to line this up. I'm going to try to line this up. Doing this one-handed is fun. Okay, so there it is. Now I'm going to take this. Now that it's in, make sure my wire's not snagged. Tried to do this one-handed, guys. Sorry. Let's see if I can rotate. Yeah, I can't rotate this. Let me brace myself. Push down. Rotate this till it stops. There you go. Make sure your wires aren't snagged. See how that's loose in there? That's how you want it. Leave that loose so it can breathe. Fan moves fine. It does not bind with the clip on the headlamp assembly. That's what you want. The best part, you don't need a special cap. You don't need a taller cap. See this? It fits perfect, and it has enough room to breathe, and it locks, and it seals the headlamp assembly so you don't get water, dirt, road grime, and debris that will destroy your headlight. So leave the caps on. If you have HID, or well, hopefully not HID in these because they'll melt, but if you have LED retrofits and the fan's too big, get a different one. Get the Oxido. They work. They're not super tall. They're fairly robust. They're reliable. And as you can see, this particular assembly is a little bit hazed. I'm going to polish it, but some of that's on the inside because someone left the caps off. That will destroy a headlamp. Don't leave them off. And by the way, factory headlights for this from Hyundai are about $350 each. The TYC certified, and you know it's certified because you'll get a Kappa certified. Those are the only ones that I buy. It's the certified ones. It's about 150 bucks. They're not cheap, so do it right. So hopefully that helps you guys. And oh, and by the way, while I'm doing this, I'll show you. These are plastic clips. There's a Dorman part number for these. Many people break these, or they don't watch. The only thing, you have 1, 2, 3 bolts that hold the headlight, and then it slides in the back here. If this is broken or gone, get the Dorman part, and that way it's done correctly. So, all right, I gotta get this car buttoned up. See ya.